The narrow path. The narrow path began behind the monastery, where the trees grew close together and the ground dipped into soft earth and stone. Most travelers avoided it. They chose the wide road that curved around the hill, even though it took longer. The narrow path looked uncertain. It bent between rocks. It brushed against tall grass. It did not promise comfort. One morning, the monk stood where the two paths met. To the left, the wide road was smooth and open. To the right, the narrow path disappeared into shadow. He watched others choose the wide road. They walked in groups. They talked as they went. Their footsteps were easy and loud. The monk stepped onto the narrow path. At first, he walked slowly. The stones were uneven. Branches touched his robe. He had to watch where he placed each foot. There was no space to hurry. There was no space to look far ahead. Each step asked for his full attention. As he walked, his breath slowed. Not because he tried to slow it, but because the path did not allow rushing. At one turn, the path narrowed further. On one side, a steep slope dropped into mist. On the other, rough stone pressed close. Fear rose in his chest, not of falling, but of choosing wrongly. He paused, listened to his breath, and took one careful step forward. The path opened slightly. Light slipped through the leaves above. The air grew cool. He realized something simple. The wide road asked for no attention. The narrow path asked for presence. By the time he reached the end, his body felt tired, but his mind felt clear. He looked back at the narrow path. It was still narrow, still uncertain. But now he saw its gift. It had not taken him faster. It had taken him deeper into the moment. From that day on, when he felt his mind rushing, he remembered the narrow path and returned to walking one step at a time.